Now, just a day after authorities lifted that graded response action plan, grabbed three measures in the Delhi NCR region. Now, Delhi's air quality has worsened again and slipped into the higher end of the very poor category. Let's get you the numbers coming in this morning. The AQI stands at 384. Now, let's just also talk about the decision support system from the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology in Pune has estimated the primary sources of pollution as vehicular emissions, which account for almost close to 20% as far as Delhi's pollution is concerned. To get your ground report, we have Anushka back with us. Anushka, take us through the figures that are coming in this morning and let's just compare it to what it was just before those GRAP 3 measures were lifted.
That's right, Divya. We are seeing that once again, the national capital's air quality has dipped to the higher end of the very poor categories. Today, the AQI stands at 384, which is very close to the severe category. Several stations in Delhi, that is Anand Vihar, Munirka, all these stations have recorded an AQI of severe category. More than 28 stations have recorded an AQI above 400. Right now, we're in Noida, where the AQI stands at 409. That is in the severe category, not just in Delhi, but also in adjoining areas, that is the NCR region. We are seeing that the air pollution is taking its toll. If I could request my camera person to show you some visuals also of what, the surrounding here looks like. We can clearly see that the visibility is impacted. We are seeing that, the cars are using the same lights now also, because we are seeing because of air pollution, we are seeing that it is taking a heavy toll on the people who are living in Delhi NCR. Not just if we talk about the IMD, that is the weather body, it has predicted that in the coming time, because of the dipping temperatures and also because of the calmer wind speed, the AQI is going to remain in the very poor category in the coming days. Over to you.
Anushka, let's just also talk about, the emissions that are in fact contributing to pollution here in the Delhi NCR region. We're talking about 19.5% of Delhi's pollution comes from vehicular emissions. Stubble burning was a minor contributor, according to what we know so far. The Central Pollution Control Board, the levels have risen as the wind speeds have remained low. The forecast says that the air quality is likely to stay in the very poor category, and that's going to remain in the very poor category in the days to come as well. So very little change expected. Now let's talk about the contributors as far as what is really contributing when it comes to the national capital. From what we're hearing so far, and this is data from the DSS data that is revealing other significant contributors as well. There are, areas around Delhi. These are areas of the Gautam Budh Nagar, of Gurugram, of Karnal, Meerut and others that are contributing to almost 30% of the toxic air of Delhi, and that is 29.5% to be precise. And then only comes the transport. Transport is 19.7%. There's also residential emission, that's about 4.8%. Then we have peripheral industries contributing to 3.7% of Delhi's pollution. Construction dust coming in close at 2.9%, but add to the mix is an alarming 34.8%. The remaining amount is unknown. Where is that coming from is something that hasn't been established yet, hasn't been identified yet, and that really makes it very, very tough, because unless pollution sources are really traced, it is very tough to control pollution levels. Now, Delhi's toxic air is not just about farm fires, it's a complex mix of regional pollution, that's the adjoining areas, vehicular emissions, industrial activity, and then again a very large amount which is unknown. Without a coordinated strategy across states and sectors, the capital will continue to see this year on year. In fact, it's not just a winter problem. We are, of course, in the thick of the pollution season, but this is becoming an overall pattern that we are seeing in the national capital, except for the monsoon season where it rains.